Alright, sorry about that. So there's snake human hybrids, right? And they live underground and they used to be like the rulers and have bluish green skin, and I don't know if Vishnu is part of it or is it Krishna? They were talking about how he has bluish green skin, and there's like snake eyed. Gosh, it really just all intermeshes, and it's so weird. And then the fact that the government, like all the pedophilia that's in the churches, right? So, oh my gosh, like I want to say the devil, right? But also, that's deep because dang, like if you think about the if you think about like all the satanic stuff that's in the music industry and how that comes down, like that's I guess stems from one of the I want I don't know if it's the Illuminati bloodline, but maybe. But I know that's what the church is. That's what the Catholic Church is, and Christianity stems from that. And then the King James Bible is full of fear and all this crazy shit, and how the Catholic Church they and the churches set up all these boarding schools for children, for Native Americans when they were colonizing them, for Black Americans, just how they treated them inhumanely, like in a person, because the reptilians, they're not people. That's why it makes sense. And I don't know if all white people are stemming from that snake bloodline. But like, what if it is? And like how when you have sex with someone, you um things that are attached to them attached to you, like it intermeshes, right? So if there are these whatever the fuck they are attacking us people, raping our children, stealing our children, brainwashing our children, bringing them into their disgusting government sex parties and their fucking underground layers that they literally have tunnels where vehicles can like it's not a fucking joke, like it's under there, it's there. And how is this so unbelievable that this is the reality, that they live these millennia brainwashing us and getting better and better and better at what they do and keeping us all under control, keeping us all in these lower level mindsets and in levels of energy and understanding, and thinking that we have no control, and thinking that this is anything more than what it's different than what it is. It's a fucking war zone every day, like. But it's so they said it so strong because we are so powerful, because we are rising up regardless of the dream and illusion that they want to play in your face. The earth is lightening up because we are, because we're healing, because we're growing, because we're getting out of the illusions, because we're not allowing religion and society and old toxic family dynamics and mindsets of our old generations to be stuck within us. We're letting it go, and we're loving ourselves more fully, and we're loving each other more fully, and we need to just continue to do that and care for each other, and be there for one another no matter where that person is in their space and time, in their understanding, because they might not be on the same level as you, but they still deserve someone to care about them. They still deserve that time. And for those of you that are like higher level thinking, you can see where they're at. You can see how you used to be there, how the traps are. Like, it's easier, and if you continue to take care of yourself and not spend too much time in the world and just stay on your path, you can continue to go in and out of the world and to help people where they are and to help them rise up, because maybe they're not meant to be way up here. Maybe they're not meant to be 5D level thinking, but maybe instead of 3D super low suicidal, they could be happy 4D. They could be free. They could be hopeful. They could be creating in their life. They could be experiencing their life, embracing their life, and not allowing these entities and this illusion of whatever this is to jack them up, right? And we can't say like what way is the right way, because we all have different ways. We all have different ways of learning. But if you can like really open yourself up to like loving yourself and loving your life and allowing yourself to like open the world up for other people in this way that no one else could do for them, because no one else around them can see the world the way that you can, and no one else can objectively look at their life and know that all they need is just a little conversation in the right direction, based in love and understanding and their best interests and their highest timeline. And it's not for me to say what that is. I'm not a judge of what someone's highest timeline is or what the best action is for anyone. Who am I to say? Who am I to judge and say you shouldn't do these things or these things? But what I do know is living in love and leading in love opens you up to so much more. So much more that life really is about, It allows you to have peace and contentment in where you are, regardless if circumstances and situations around you are not reflecting that. There's always going to be people that are trying to bring you chaos. There's always going to be those negative energies in the world, and that's a part of it. But the more that you step into your power, you take control of your life, you take control of where you have gotten yourself in life, where you're going, really, do you even have control? No, probably not, right? But There's a difference in your life, in quality, in perspective, in the way you live it, the way you receive it when you are taking active steps to create a better, a healthier life. You know, like when you're working out, when you're eating better, when you're cutting out toxic people and food, and it just little by little gradually gains your strength, gains your understanding, and you're able to handle and grow in life and tackle these challenges that once seemed, impossible. And maybe at that level it wasn't possible because you weren't there. You weren't at the understanding and the capability to tackle the same situations in the same ways, and that's a part of it. Like, it doesn't mean that it's not possible, that it's not for you. It just means you have not allowed yourself to try. You have not allowed yourself to get to that level, to open up to those possibilities. Because, when we're in these low states and we see ourselves and our lives for what it is or what it was, it's very difficult sometimes to see it any other way. But that does not mean that it's not possible. It doesn't mean that, you're stuck. And you can change so much about your life, even in the same situations, even in the same home, in the same. It's hard if you're in. If I don't know how. I'm gonna say I don't know how people do it in toxic relationships, but you can. It's just it's so much harder because you have someone constantly beating you down. And so anytime that you're getting positive, they see that. That's the fight. Like, they are they are your nemesis, really. And although you might be thinking, oh, I hope that they have a good day and I'm having a good day, we're gonna have a great time, they're not thinking that. They're most likely thinking, oh, she's having a great day and I'm not, and I don't like my life for myself, and I don't know why she likes herself, why she's happy, because this isn't how I want my life to be, because I'm not happy. So I'm gonna jack her up. And they do, right? And you think it's you, blah 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 blah, but it's not. It's not. And it's okay that you might have thought it was you for a while, might have fallen into old patterns again and again. It's a part of the process. It's hard. It's the nature of the game. They're always going to come after you because you are you. Because you are meant to be here. Because you are important. Because you are divine. Because you do have a purpose. Your purpose is you. Your purpose is living your highest aligned life. Your most divine life. Creating, embracing life and enjoying it. And just being free. And not being stuck in these and this illusion, like, really. And I know when you're not in it, when you're not, like, when you haven't seen the change and you are maybe struggling with a lot of things in your, struggling with finances or mental health or family, just all the different things that life brings us in all the different ways. Because you could go on forever talking about all the negative things and how it plays off on different temperaments, and and I understand, yeah, but we can also talk forever about all the beautiful ways and And to be honest, when you really think about it, none of it even matters. Like, yes, it matters in the sense that it's valid and it made you who you are and it taught you lessons and it hurt and all of the things that life does. But it also brought you here in a moment where you have the potential to be and do whatever you want in your life. You can choose to continue allowing these things to control your life, control your mindset, control your actions and your non-actions. Like, are you going to get up today and fulfill those dreams or do one right action towards a positive outcome in your life? Or are you going to sit and dwell and cry or lay in bed or just smoke weed all day and or drink the day away or dwell in the same thoughts as yesterday or react to whatever drama other people bring your way? You know, you can choose it, and the nonsense is going to happen regardless. The drama is going to happen regardless. People not agreeing with you or liking you or supporting you is going to happen regardless. Because it's just it's the nature of the game, you know? And it's not it's not your fault. That's that's how it is, you know? And you don't take it personal, which I used to do. I didn't know. I didn't understand that it's just the nature of this world to try to beat you down. And even when I did know, I was, you know, when you grow up with such negative nonsense around you and just a lot of times other people will see you before you will see you. And if you don't know what I mean, I'll explain it. But if you do know what I mean, you probably do. So going through your life, you're just living your life. You're just wanting to be free, wanting to be happy, and as you go, people tend to not like you for various things or treat you certain kind of ways, and it doesn't always make sense because you never would have treated someone like that, or perhaps you just don't. What are the words? There's people that are meant to love you in your life that you would think would be a guide, a support, a loving system, or, you know, just not hurt you, you know, not even to be supportive or there, but just not actively hurt you. And it can be hard when we're growing up and the majority of people in our life get angry with us for just being us or think that we're trying to be something that we're not. We're trying to be. That's funny. People often thought that I was trying to be a know-it-all or that I was trying to say that I was better than them. That was it. Anytime that I would just be myself, like standing up for people or myself, or just being carefree, helpful, like it's I feel like it wasn't me. I feel like throughout my life God spoke through me, and I know that sounds wild, but I think that God speaks through a lot of us. And for me, it's coming from like a heart-centered, I love you place. Like I want what's best for you. I see how things could be better, and it's not that these things are wrong or that you're wrong or that I see it any kind of way like that. It's just I noticed this, and in my love for you, I want what's best for you. So I would express these things to the people that I love that were around me, and they would get hurt by it because for them it felt like an attack. It felt like I'm trying to be better than them or rub it in their face or whatever, and that was never my intention. And over time it got to where I had quieted myself so much, and I, kept myself in kept myself in these negative relationships, these negative cycles for so long I couldn't really see any other way. Because I didn't know that I was just supposed to be that way. That was just me. It wasn't that I was stupid or couldn't do anything or that, I deserve for people to treat me like they hate me all the time. There wasn't anything innately wrong with me that I needed to be treated in those ways. There's nothing wrong with you that you need to be treated in those ways, spoke to in those ways, or gossiped or laughed about. Nothing. It's not you. It's them. It's spiritual. They don't even understand what it is because it's so deep. Because it's so much more than the surface allows it to be. And if you don't sit and, well, I don't know. People figure it out in different ways. For me, I guess I had to sit with stuff. But I've also been figuring it out as I go throughout my life. So this is it, and I'm sitting here thinking like my whole life it's really just been this battle for my soul between light and dark, between whatever. But the thing that matters above all, above any of it, is love. That is the answer to all of it. You know? And when you step back objectively and love others in those ways and see it for what it is, not just stay in it. I think that's my problem is I stay too long in this stuff. I see things and I want to help people and I want to, feel like I'm doing my part and I want to make sure they know they're important. But it's not my job to save all these people, and I'm not able to do the things for myself because I'm constantly doing for others, even when I don't think that I am. which is so interesting. I mean, my kids need some hands. And so, I'm really like in this weird spot, I guess, still, of, you know, what is all this really about? And why we're really here. Will you get up, pal? You can't be up on the towel, bro. Okay, you gotta go too. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Alright. Thank you. Now I'm just feeling like this video is rambling and ridiculous like all my other videos and I shouldn't even post it. It doesn't make any sense. And in the back of my mind, I was like, no, supposed to be posting your stuff. Stop. The post. I think it was last year or something. And I saw this TikTok of this little boy's dream. And he was talking about there was like military people all over. There was no food. Stuff was like burning. And this lady was like just out in the open with her relationship with this little boy. And he said it was, he's like, it wasn't his mom. It was like they were together. And like it was no thing. And I keep thinking about how the Bible just says these worse and worse, and how all these things I've been learning. Can't lay on these clothes. But how making the devil think he's you. But then I watched this thing about something about Aleister Crowley, and he was talking about things that about how like spirituality and New Age is like taking the stuff of the devil, but like reading. It's kind of what somebody said, but not the right words. Okay, so I'm like, imagine if we took it back and where it was rightfully supposed to be or something. And I'm like, okay. So I've been thinking about all this stuff. Like, obviously. And then this morning, I'm drinking my tea, and my like little tab just goes, and I was like, nothing fell in it. wondering what I'm really supposed to do or think now. Because I wonder, like, with the cosmic whole, and how it's one, but it's galaxies on galaxies on galaxies, you know? And how at our lowest level, every little atom is like vibrating and not touching, but just like freaking. So everything is solid. It's actually nothing. It's actually, it really is just different vibrations, different densities of same stuff. So what's the real illusion? You know? And now I wonder, because there's so many things in the Bible that are real. There's so many things, you know, like Hinduism was real, that is real. I believe that's it's just that it's, I feel like all of that is just to control. All of that is to twist us. All of that is to keep us quiet and able to steal our children, able to warp our minds, and keep us stuck and confused, and keep them on top. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm process because what is this? I didn't even clean like I need to, but I got started, so and it's even going down to I'm like what like today when I was driving back home from dropping my son off at school, I was thinking, alright, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna do it. You know, I have these things that I'm needing to do that I've been being called to do that I keep not doing and enough is enough. You know, especially knowing what I know. And the questioning, the doubt is still there. But it's always gonna be there. Like maybe it won't always be there. But it's always there in the beginning. It's always there when you're figuring it out. Oh my god. Mm-hmm.